And Buenos Dias Merida. Happy Sunday, October 10th, 2021. Currently it's 79 degrees with 90% humidity, and that creates fog. Yep, that's fog you're seeing out there right now. Today will be partly sunny skies and a high around 93. No thunderstorms or rain predicted for today or this week. In fact, tomorrow will be just like today. And from Tuesday through Saturday, it's going to be just pure sunshine with highs of 93 during the day and 73 at night. So it's just going to be BEA beautiful weather. So, yeah. Mexican pesos sitting at 20 pesos and 71 centavos per dollar. So go get your pesos. It's time to withdraw those dollars to get some pesos. So good morning, everybody. Let me switch back over this way and show my pretty face. There I am. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Good morning, Adam. Record Crates. Welcome. It's Sunday. Hey, James. Yeah, good morning. So let's get to the news. With here in Merida, with the timely intervention of the state government and the state attorney general's office, I had to wet my whistle there. Basila Couch and Gabriel Nochi managed to recover their house from which they had been evicted by Ruben Paredes and lawyer David Cabrera. Back in August, the elderly couple, residents of the Montes de Ame neighborhood, announced that they were victims of fraud and disposition of their home by Padres. Padres, accompanied by elements of the Secretary of Public Security, evicted the couple who had lived there at their house for 37 years at the home. So it was through a bunch of shell corporations, fraudulent loans, and payments were made back and forth, and showing that the house then went into default. So after requesting the intervention of the governor, and who in turn instructed the attorney general to look into it in order to follow up on the case, and corroborated that the check that was cashed, the investigation determined that the check had no funds to back it up, so which constituted simulated fraud. So Gabriel and expressed that he is very grateful for the intervention of the authorities and with the media that helped spread the injustice that was being committed. Added, unfortunately, that what happened affected the health of his wife, but relatives and neighbors of the area celebrated the return of the couple to their home. So said that she was going to cook black stuffing to celebrate that they did not lose their home of 37 years. So, yeah, good for them. Yay. And the great expedition of altars that happens in the Gran Plaza de Merida on the occasion of Hanal Pixcan continues to be analyzed by the municipality and state authorities to see if they can hold it because it generates a bunch of crowd. And so with the pandemic and we just turned into, or we will be going to yellow on November 1st. But the Secretary of Culture and Arts, Loreto Trujillo, reported that whether or not the event takes place, there will be activities related to the celebration. So, artistic and cultural events will be held to promote Hanal Pixcan at the end of this month. We will hold a bilingual conference in Mayan and Spanish on the elements that make up the altar, the meaning and its history. So we will also have theatrical plays, artistic groups. We'll have those in municipalities of Haxtuxcal and Tucur and also in Merida, she explained. We're still analyzing if the altar exhibition will be carried out or not because we want to avoid crowds as much as possible. So it could be carried out in a virtual manner, but we're still yet to decide this. She stressed that alternatives are being sought to manifest this tradition for the Day of the Dead, and that is why various activities related to the subject have already been scheduled, such as theater and conferences. So hopefully they have it, and because if they do, I'm definitely going to go to the Grand Plaza for capturing video and for the Day of the Dead celebration out here. It's one of their big holidays here. So, and that's pretty much all of the news. Let's go to the history lesson for the day. Usually, I give the news on Saturday because there's not much going on in the news to Sunday. But those were the top news stories for the day. So, history. 459 years ago, 38-year-old Franciscan clergyman was able to destroy numerous Mayan codices in which the entire history and beliefs of the Mayan culture in Yucatan were reflected. He managed to commit this atrocity in one single night. We're talking about Friar Diego de Landa Calderon. He's the missionary who arrived in Yucatan lands entrusted by the Catholic Church and the Spanish Crown to convert the native Mayans who were being conquered to Catholicism. As as part of an inquisitorial process that arose in the Mayan region on July 12, 1562, the Franciscan friar staged a large fire in the municipality of Mani. There, he burned sacred objects and 27 codices, in which all of the life, the history, and the world vision of the Mayans were contained. These are kind of like their book, their history, everything. And how did he do this? Well, he was sent by the Spanish Crown to evangelize the conquered lands together with another group of Catholic priests. Some 13 years before this burning of the Mayan idols and documents of Mani, Friar Diego Landa undertook a learning journey about the Mayan culture. He is known as the missionary who walked the most through the jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula, learned as much as possible about the Mayan culture and everything about them. He even managed to learn the basics of the Mayan language, and he interacted a great deal with the indigenous people of Yucatan, which makes it even more inexplicable that he ended up burning such valuable documents. Thus, the friar was gaining the trust of the settlers, who ended up showing him some sacred writings, which he considered diabolical beliefs. During those years, Delanda began to come to terms with the idea that in Yucatan there was a clandestine network of Mayan apostles, pretty much, apostates, who wanted to empower the forces of the devil before Catholicism did. And he decided to stop them. So the missionary believed that his clandestine network of Mayan indigenous people sought to impose the worship of the devil in the peninsula. And that is why he decided to destroy the codices and sacrifice the objects. So on July 12th, by 1562, the Spanish Inquisition was at its peak, which has made it easier for Friar Diego to carry out the auto de fe de Mani, the large fire, the fighter of the Mani, a figure of the Inquisition that forced potential beliefs or believers in things of the devil to repent in public events. An unknown number of Mayans were called to the fire, in which they were tortured to acknowledge their fanaticism for gods far removed from the Christian faith. After the burning of their idols and identity, some of the indigenous people committed suicide. In protest, in the process of July 12, 1562, an uncertain number of Mayans, codices, and books, and approximately 5,000 diverse religious figures were destroyed. It is estimated that the Mayan documents equivalent to tons of books were incinerated. These documents contain written records of all aspects of Mayan civilization. The scholar Sylvanus Morley states that Landa destroyed 191 idols, 27 codices, and 14 temples. Only 4 original books with Mayan writings, or codices, as known to have survived the destruction of the 1562 ceremony. These surviving works are so-called Mayan codices. It is believed that Friar Diego repented years later of the atrocities he committed, because in 1566 he wrote his book Relationship of Things to Yucatan, where he tries to describe what the Mayan world he found was like. There he wrote a Christian doctrine in the Mayan language, which he learned how to speak, and had it printed in Mexico City in 1575. He was also bishop of the Archdiocese of Yucatan between 1572 and 1579. Despite his efforts, the damage was never repaired, because his writings on Mayan life were never exact and, on the contrary, were contradictory, which led researchers such as Charles Brazier de Bourbourg to fail in the translation of the Mayan codices that were not destroyed. So by 1950, the Russian linguist Yuri Krozov officially discarded any document made by Landa, as his works was not useful to understand the language of the ancient culture. So, yeah, that's the history lesson for today. As a lot of people know, I'm a lover of history. That's my passion. That's my hobby. So yeah, let's go to the comments, see who's all here. Good morning, Adam. And Angie, welcome. Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah. So that's what's in the news in your history lesson for today. I'm hoping they will have that exhibition of the altars at the Grand Plaza de Grande. It's like I said, a big theatrical event, and no test, please. Okay, no testing. It's one of their biggest holidays, the Dias de Muerte, Day of the Dead, where everybody gets out and about and has a celebration. So, yeah, I hope they will have something. They will have something going on. That's for sure. So, yeah. So, how's everybody doing this beautiful weekend? I know it's beautiful here. You can't ask for any better weather. It's going to be 91 today, mostly sunny. Going to have some clouds, but no rain and beautiful sunshine for the next week. I was looking at it for this next week. It's just going to be gorgeous. Can't beat that. So yeah. What else has been going on? Like I said, I got my visa. I came back from Miami. Thank God, I love it here. So nice to be here and not in the U.S. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm here for cookies. No, not going to have one. I was going to, yeah. No, I'm here for cookies too. Good morning, Miss Southern Belle. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys and dolls. Thank you. I appreciate that. This has been the most beautiful October weather that I can remember. Usually it's much cooler this time of year. Yes, I recall in Michigan, where I came from. Yeah, I've only been here 6 months, going on 7. So this is my first October away. And in Michigan, I recall, well, at the end of October, it was already snowing. And I was going to go trick-or-treating with my granddaughter, but I just could not do it. It was way too cold. So, yeah. I'm enjoying this beautiful weather. I did want to mention, there's this, my friend Tracy Smith. She posted, she does homeschooling for her kids. And she bought her youngest one of those STEM kits, and it's a subscription service. You have different types. You have science, you have crafting, um, engineering, or cooking, even. Uh, but different kits for kids for different ages that they can do. So, good morning, Greg. Good to see you. Welcome back. Thank you. Yes. So they have these kits, and it's a monthly service, subscription service, where they send these crates, as they call them, for different things to the kids, and it shows how, for like with crafting, it's got a spinning wheel where you create this solar powered spinner, and you put a piece of paper on it, and then you have the inks, and you can make designs with it. So it's pretty cool. I went ahead and signed up for it. Kiwi something, KiwiCo, KiWiCo. But yeah, it had from all age ranges from 0 to 3, 3 to 7, 9 to 13, and different types of things. So it looked like it was something really cool I could send her. And she gets a couple packages every month. And I think it starts off at like $20 per month. So I said, why not? So go back to comments here. Have you lived anywhere besides Michigan? Any other states? Yeah, about 28 different states, thanks to the military. And Harry, good morning, Harry. Yeah, I was born in California, raised there, and then went to the military and went to Georgia, North Carolina, New York, Indiana, so South Carolina, Georgia, uh, Pennsylvania. I've been all around. Yeah. Florida. I hated it. And I've only been to the top part of Florida where we went to did field exercises and didn't care for it up there. Uh, and then I just went to Miami, and so I got to experience that part of the state. And the weather was okay, but Miami is not my that kind of town. So yeah, it was just yeah. So, are you still living in Mexico? And if so, how are you making out? I'm doing fantastic, Harry. Yes, I'm. I had to leave to Miami to renew my visa. Did that just this last weekend. Got back on Thursday, so I'm back here and thankful to be back. How am I making out? Doing well. Better quality of life, hands down. Better quality of life. Uh, the people are a lot nicer. That we don't have the shooting crimes that you guys have up there. Like our news story was about a woman that was defrauded from her house and she got it back. There, really, other news is about this new law that they're talking about for dogs and regulations for dogs, and they have a lot of dogs that are strays. So they're saying they're trying to make up a law about not leaving scraps of food outside to feed these dogs. So that's what the problems we have here. Yeah, we don't have the violence that the U.S. has. So it is so much nicer out here. Yeah, it's just a happier way of life. No other way to describe it. And Greg, you're in here. Blah, 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 blah. Greg and his wife, they're out here. And yeah, let's hear your guys' experience. Pretty much everybody on all the different groups, they say they're coming here, or they have these trepidations or reservations of coming out here because of all the violence and cartels that they hear in the news. And that's the U.S. news. Uh, that's not what really happens out here. That's the border towns of Mexico and the U.S. Those things happen there, and the state of Sinaloa, where the cocaine and the things that are grown. But we are here in Yucatan, the state of Yucatan, uh, where those cartels and things. That's 1,600 miles away from me. You guys, it's closer to you guys. So yeah, and even in those border towns, they're safer than some places like Chicago. Yeah. What about doctors and stealing? Why did one have to do with the other? Doctors, very good medical out here, inexpensive, and stealing. Yeah, there's stealing. There's theft and robbery, not armed robbery. It's mostly like if you go anywhere, even in home, you don't leave your keys in the ignition in the car. You lock your car. At home, you don't leave your front door unlocked. You lock it. This is a city of 1 million people. So yeah. Greg saying, moved here from Florida, safer, not as expensive, better family values with the locals. You definitely, yeah. Uh, Family values here, they respect each other. They respect the elderly. They respect their children. There's not really abuse that you see in the states. It's just very much family oriented. Hey, Bunny Mavis, good to see you. It's been a while since I saw you. No road rage because no one has a gun, so they can only go so far. That's right. It's they're aggressive drivers. They drive aggressively, but there is no road rage. Even like my Uber driver. Where did when I went to the airport the first time going there. He was the roads. You pass people that you can pass safely. And one where he was going to go to pass this one motorcyclist, and saw that this one car just put their flashes on that lane, so he didn't try to ram and roar around him. No, he just slowed down and got back behind him and waited till he safely could pass. And it's not like they're flip each other off. That really doesn't happen here. So yeah, no road rage here. So. And good morning, Dana. Good to see you. Yeah. So it's just better quality of life. Stealing. They did have some problems. I also made it in the news a couple of weeks ago before I left. There was this woman that was going around neighborhoods, and when she saw that somebody leaves their gate open, and that's where the garage is at, like mine. My exit is the garage door. So if I leave the garage door open, they could take anything that was inside the garage. I don't keep anything in the garage. So yeah, or I keep the door shut. Yeah, and most also, that's the other thing that a lot of people don't know about or didn't realize. Like my buddy Jose, when he first moved here, he locked himself out and had to break in to his own place, and he cut his hand, had to get stitches and all that. It was a whole ordeal, x-rays and medicines. And that doctor visit, I think I want to say it was under $70 total. I can't remember the cost, but it was inexpensive and great service. But the doors here in Mexico, most of them, most all doors, they are auto locking. Everything is your kitchen door, bathroom doors. So you have to have a key to open it. So a lot of people don't leave their doors open. Some people like to leave their door open for a breeze, but they also have these large security gates. That's why you have all those metal gates, is because people close those, and you can't break into those. But they use that because at night, the breeze that comes through, that's how it cools off homes. I have AC, air conditioning, and I use it sparingly because electricity is cheap, but if you use it a lot, you get charged more. So, and even after if you show a consistency of using your electricity for the higher tiers, they will continue to charge you the higher tier price even after you reduce it until they see a pattern. So, but people leave, like my window, it's got these bars on it, but it's there so I can have the windows open at nighttime. So, if that makes sense, it's a city of 1 million people, so yeah, you do have petty crimes. Um, we do have some violent crimes, but extreme minimal. And uh, the city of Yucatan was voted the fourth safest city in all of the Americas, South or North America. Uh, it's the fourth safest. So we don't have murders. We have the same amount of murders per year that Chicago has in a weekend. So yeah, you just you are aware of your surroundings because you're in a different place. So you don't flash cash all around or just keep it in your hand or something. You don't be stupid. Yeah. So everybody's saying hello, 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 hello. No road rage. Yeah, there is no road rage here. So other news. Not much of the news. Cryptocurrency news. There are some things in regards to regulations that they're thinking about doing. They're thinking about regulating certain um, cash transfer companies, regulating those transactions for currencies like Cash App and Venmo, and things like that. So see what happens. But yeah, I did put the link in the chat. It's now at the top of the hour. So if you'd like to come in and chat, you're more than welcome. Uh, now I'm going to go ahead and close this down for the day. Yeah, everybody have a fantastic week coming up here, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you dare. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you again soon.